congratulations, Bogor. They were a better team. We opened the match too soft. We allowed them to in the first quarter to make, I think, in the first 5 minutes, 3 offensively rebound to score in the transition on the rim, almost 7 points. And during the match, we were trying to get the rhythm in the defense, but it was too soft. And then 2-on-2 situation, we were too deep, too soft, too far away from the players, and then we opened them too much space in the inside of the three points, and then they use that on the appropriate way. And after that, when we start to switch, we weren't enough aggressive. We allow again the big one to take a shot in the situation when we switch with one, and we didn't control the match from the beginning until the end. In the offense, we rushed too much. We didn't have a patience. We were looking to finish one-on-one, and then we didn't look like a team. We must recover ourselves for tomorrow, and if we want to take a championship and if we want to compete for the finals, we must play much more better with much more energy, and the players must accept that, because this kind of the performance, it's not something what was our style during the season. And then I'm like a coach. I must do everything with my staff to try to push them over the edge and to play much more aggressive, because that was too soft.
Well ya, selamat malam. Kredit untuk Bogor Hornbills berhasil mengambil game pertama. Mereka menunjukkan bahwa mereka lebih ingin menang hari ini, dan we gotta show some character, the right character untuk bisa bounce back di game selanjutnya. Thank you.
Hello, Coach. Good evening. Selamat malam, Kobram. The first question is for you, Coach. I'm Helmi, by the way, from Go Basket. The game plan is good, but you guys started out cold. You play fast, but not hurry, said Charles Barkley last time in the NBA final. How you guys fix it for the next game? And for Kobram, can make it until the final buzzer. Do you guys losing focus on the second half?
Okay, you have a right. That's what I told on the beginning. That means we must play with much more energy, with much more control. This is contact play. This is not volleyball. If you cannot control one-on-one situation in the contact, it's very difficult. And of course, I told that we are rushed in the offense. We had the wish, but this is the semi-final. We must be much more responsible and much more serious, and be much more focused and patient, and attack the gaps and mismatch what we want to attack, not to rush. And then that's the reason why we had 2 men 13 turnover. Too much.
About the second half, I don't think this is about the X and O's. Just us. We didn't show character. We didn't show energy. They outwork us, and I think that's pelajaran yang sangat berharga untuk kita untuk game selanjutnya.
Oke, ada yang lain?
Hey Coach, hi Bram. The first half, I noticed that assists dominantly is being made by the local guards, but obviously your imports getting a high volume scoring as well, but that means they're self-reliant because they make their own scores, not a lot of assists too. Is there any lesson learned, and what do you make of it on the second half? Because Niven then get 5 assists. Is there any lesson learned or adjustment on game 2?
Yes, you have a right, but we had a problem in the second half with the fouls. Jelen go outside, and then we must use the Bandung, and then they had always mismatch because it's big different in the size. During the first half we wanted to, in the situation when we have the small foul, that we will use the local, that someone of the foreigner not get the too quick fouls, that we must control the situation with the foul. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to give them more minutes and more options to play. But we will see. That means match by match. That depends what they are doing. Also, it's not only up to us.
Thank you, Coach. Bram, 5 fouls. You got fouled out. Anything on that? Any remarks on that? Ada adjustment kah di game 2, or this is how the game goes? Very physical. What do you think?
I don't think are supposed to fall out, like keadaan yang mengharuskan I made a chip foul. So normally if things went our way kayak yang kita mau, ya harusnya nggak fall out.
That's right, Bram. Thank you so much.
Oke, cukup coach. Terima kasih banyak.
Tes opera. Oke, kita mulai. pertandingan ini preskon kedua antara Satria Muda Pertamina Bandung melawan Hornbills. Oke, coach, silakan.
Good evening to everyone.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, I think that today we face a playoff game here in Bandung. It was a competitive game. Satria Muda give amazing level, but I think that the best thing for us was the second half. When we start winning our internal game, we control our emotion. We were focusing in our stuff, in our business. We were us. That's the most important. When we are us, we can compete with everyone. So it was one of the keys. And the rest of the things was just the same in the season. We were solid from the defensive side. We make better decision in the second half. And in the offense, we try to find the advantage from the system, and we find the advantage. And yeah, I'm very happy for this win, but we haven't won anything yet. Today we are going to celebrate. Tomorrow is going to be 0-0, and we start again the series. Thank you.
Oke.
Like Coach said, tonight was a real example of a playoff atmosphere, playoff game. And, we took their best shot, and, we gave them our best shot, and we came out on top. But it's a long series. We're excited. It's hard to win on the road and even harder to win on the road in the playoffs. But, I'm proud of my guys. We played hard. We played together. And I feel like we're a tough team to beat when we play like that. So I'm just happy we came out and show what we're capable of. It's a 5-game series, like I said, so, the marathon continues.
Oke, buat teman-teman media yang ingin bertanya.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, staff. I'm Helmi from Go Basket. There's a few questions for Coach and for staff too. The first one is, the team has been succeeded from the whole cylinder, from the corner spot and the 3-point. Is that something that you prepare for this season? And then, is there any special defensive adjustment to face this match? Because in my opinion, you guys are really fluid on the defensive area. And then for staff, monstrous for performance from you and Caleb question. Are you entering the playoff mode? Thank you.
Well, I think that we got this percentage in the shoot because we create from the system. At the end of the days, we are the best team in assists in the season. And it's our goal. Our goal is every game try to get at least 25 assists. That means that we are sharing the ball, everyone is touching the ball, everyone is important in the game. But for sure, at the end of the game, we put the ball in the players that we need to put the ball. It's our imports, our shooters, that's it. But the percentage, I don't think that is just a coincidence. It's just part of the system and part of what we built before. And sorry, the second question was? Your second question? I forgot. Yeah. Adjustment. Yeah. Well, first of all, we have to adjust every minute because in the first 3 minutes or 4 minutes, Trevin Thibodeau was already with 2 fouls. We put Kevin Sanjaya on the court. We need to adjust with a different zone. We need to match up in the zone in the last second. Every game, we try to adjust something different, and we try to do something different. It's true that we have a basic defense, and we grow from this defense. It's our basics. But yeah, I think that we need to keep improving from the defensive side for sure. One of the players scored 29 points, and sometimes we lost the control of the transition. But the transition sometimes is the result of the execution of the offense. When we were in execute, when we have bad shoot selection, they run on the transition. So it's part of the game. I'm not worried about it, but for sure we need to adjust tomorrow and to improve because otherwise Satria Muda is coming.
A monstrous performance from you and Caleb. Are you entering the playoff mode, or is this just usual you?
I mean, in my opinion, this is just me. This is our second series, so we got our feet wet. We're ready now, So I feel like we've been playing this well all season. I just think now that Bogor has made it to the semifinals and all the hype that's around it, I feel like now people are really starting to notice. But I feel like me and my guys have been showing what we're really capable of all season. We've been in games with this team twice, and I feel like we shot ourselves in the foot down the stretch. So I mean, we've been fighting with the best of the teams in the league, and we are one of the best teams in the league. We're third place, so we're there for a reason. We're here for a reason. So I mean, I think this is just normal. It's just another day in the office, man.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Steph. Quick question on the tactical adjustment, because in the Feds have you play a lot of small ball with Erga, Firdan, Sevli as well. But SM then hunt you on that as well, because they play a lot of high-low to feeding the big man on the paint area or on dunker spot. What do you prioritize so much to sacrifice on the defensive end? Can you walk us through your tactical strategy as to why you prioritize small ball first?
Well, honestly, on the locker room, what I adjust in the halftime was that we need to control much better the transition. We need to control to try to match up early the shooters because they were hurting us. And nothing else. The rest of the thing that I was talking about, it was like some small details about the 3-2, our defense, when they go with the big, when they go to the corners, something like that. But it was more about talk about the internal game. Internal game is our our main task from the beginning of the season. We are winning the internal game every game. That's why we are in the semifinals. We have to keep going like that. We have to keep growing as a team. We have to keep believing each other, because if we are something, it's for a reason, as Steph Brand said. And that's it.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, talk a little bit about transition, Steph. From your perspective as a player, because Niven Glover got 29 points, and team as a whole, they got 21 fast break points as well. As a professional player, do you have anything on tactical adjustment, on aggressiveness of the player, or what is it about your team to stop that kind of transition plays on game 2?
I think it starts on the offensive end. We miss a couple shots, we take a couple bad shots, and they get out and get running. Personally, I feel like he's a good player. He's fast, he's quick. That's something that he does. So that's one of his weapons. It's hard to stop it. You can just try to contain him. But I think it starts on the offensive end. Like, we're gonna go back and watch the film and make the right adjustments for sure, because he did have 30. I feel like he was the head of the snake tonight, and I mean, we just gotta adjust.
This is a Fed's best of 5 format for the Indonesian League as well. Do you think your team got a slight edge because game 2 you're still playing away, or because of this win you got a slight edge, or it's still 0-0 to your mind?
Personally, it's definitely 0-0. You don't get too high, you don't get too low. This is the playoffs. Things happen. We got one here, but it's basketball. And it's the playoffs. So I'm excited. I'm happy we won. But it's just another day. We got to win, and we got to focus on the next one.
Thanks, guys.